Okay, so first things first, once again, let's please make sure that we are in the location where we want the file to be saved. So we go to our waffle, we go to our Google Drive, we find our classroom folder, we find our specific complet folder. Now this one's orange, yours might be another color. So you go inside that, you find projects, you find Google Office projects, and then you find Docs. And this is where we're going to create the file. So we'll go up to New, and we'll go to Docs. Don't worry about this message, you won't see this. And it creates a new doc. Now, from here we're going to name it, okay? Project 2, Airport Codes. And this is actually a file that we're going to be using in a later assignment. So you kind of get a twofer on this one.
Before I go any further, it's a good idea to begin with the end in mind. So when you're finished, your project should look like this. This is the completed version. Here's our table. We've got our formatting, and we've got some information in there. So that's what it's going to look like when we're done. All right, first things first, we're going to change the page's orientation. So I'm going to go to File, Page Setup, and please notice that the default orientation is Portrait, and that's more of an up and down look. We're going to change it to Landscape, which is more of a sideways view. We're not going to change the paper size. It'll still be 8.5 by 11. We're not going to change the color. It'll still be white, and we're not going to change the margins. They'll still be 1 inch all the way around. So I'm going to click Landscape, and I'm going to click OK, and there we have it. Next, I'm going to go ahead and insert my table. And this particular table, I want it to be 5 by 8. So 5 columns, 5 by 8 rows. Click. And there we have it. Now, next I'm going to format my table a little bit. So I want to affect change to all the cells. So all the columns, all the rows at once. So I'm going to highlight everything. So if I click somewhere in the middle of this cell, drag it over, come down, so I've highlighted everything.
Okay, with everything highlighted, what I want to do next is go up to the menu and select Format. Then go down the menu and select Table. And then go down that menu and select Table Properties. And you'll notice over to the right, we've got this menu on the side that has a bunch of different options that we can utilize to affect change on our table. But at the moment, all we want to do is change the row height. So I'm going to select this arrow. I'm going to change the minimum row height to 0.7. I'm going to deselect this bottom box, allow row to overflow across pages. I don't want that. Okay. I can close out my table properties menu.
It just made them all taller, basically at least twice as tall with a uniform height. Now, one other change I want to make, now that I have all the cells highlighted still, I want to change the default font size to all these cells. If you notice, the default font size is 11. I want it to be 12. And instead of doing each individual cell on its own, I have them all highlighted. And if I come up and I click 12, that changes the default font size for all the cells at once. So that's useful. The next thing I'm going to want to do is enter in all of the text that I need to in order to create this document. You'll find an accompanying image file of all the text, and you'll just simply need to copy it in. I'll do the first one. And then we'll go underneath and we'll put the attractions, the wonders, the city, country, all that. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'll come back when that's in there, and then we'll proceed from there. And we're back. All right, so I've got all my information filled in, including my question marks, which are basically unknowns, and you guys will be filling those in later. Next, I want to do a little bit more formatting. I want to do a little bolding. These are row headings, so I'm going to highlight this entire column. And I'm going to come up to bold, and I'm going to highlight the rest of this row, and I'm going to bold that as well so that those headings are bold. Purpose of this is it just helps them stand out a little bit more. Okay, next I want to show you how to merge some cells. I want this cell where it says World Airport Codes, I want it to be by itself, just one cell with airport codes right in the middle. So here's how you do that. I want to highlight all of the cells in the very top row. Then I'm going to go up to the menu and click on Table, and then I'm going to come down to the option that says Merge Cells. And then I've merged those cells. Next, I want to come up to where it says, these are my alignment buttons. I'm going to click on Center, and now we have it lined in the center. Okay, next I want to do a little bit more formatting to make the table easy to see. So I want to format row 2, so I'm going to highlight the entire row, and I'm going to come up, and I don't see it here because of the size of my window, but if I click on More, what I'm looking for is this background color tool, this bucket. So I'm going to click on that, and what I want to do is I want to come down and I want to find and select light green, and that just gives that a nice contrast. And I want to do the same thing every other row. So I'm going to highlight this row, I'm going to come up to the bucket, I want it to be gray, I'm going to skip a row. Oops. Didn't mean to change the size of that. I'm going to skip a row. I'm going to come up to the bucket again. Gray. I think I chose a different shade of gray. Whoops. There we go. And then I'll do the last row as well. And as you can tell, what this does is that it just creates sort of a basically visual references. It's just every other row has a color. That way it makes finding the information much easier. Now, on a document that's this small, it doesn't play such a huge role, but when you get a document that has a lot of rows, a lot more columns, having some colors on it can really make the difference and really make information easier to locate. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to turn the text in the very top row into a hyperlink. In other words, when we click on it, it'll take us to a website. So I'm going to highlight the words Airport Codes website, and then I'm going to come up to Insert Link, click on that, and notice that this is kind of a cool feature that automatically the Google Docs did a Google search for what this site could be, and it just so happens that this one right here, World Airport Codes, this is the site we're looking for. So I'm going to click on that, click Apply, and now this is an actual link that could take us to a site. And if we click on it and then click on the link, you can see that it takes us to the site, and this is where we want to go eventually. And that's how you do a hyperlink. And lastly, we want to give this document a title, so we're going to insert a header to do so. So I'm going to insert, and then go to header, and we're going to call this Airport Codes Worksheet. And I'm going to center that. If I go to the Align buttons and I click Center, and there we have it. All right, there you go. Let's see how you do.